Tina.
I'm Ross.
And today we have a cheese and cracker tasting, one of our favorites. So I still have some cheese left over from my cheese boot camp. So I have a lot of varieties here that I think some Ross hasn't tried yet. So this will be interesting. Plus, we're going to pair them with these Peter's Yard crackers that were sent to us by our kind viewer, Richard. Thank you so much, Richard, for sending us it. This must be everyone in their line because there's a lot of different varieties of the crackers.
Yes,
Plus,
thank you.
These flatbreads.
Yes, thank you, Richard.
Thank you. So I was looking at each one, and I'd already cut up some cheese, but I see that they have recommendations for the different kinds. So I'll try to get as close as I can.
All right.
So shall I just start? This one ought to make you happy. It's got that charcoal, which you love, and we do have a cheese featured here that has ash on it. So this is the Peter's Yard Rye and Charcoal sourdough crackers. And it does say that savor the crunch with a soft cheese. And on each of the packages it says we combine Swedish tradition with British craft and natural ingredients could create our hand-baked sourdough crackers. Each batch starts with our signature sourdough starter, fermented for 16 hours.
Okay. I'm just curious, whose idea was it to get this whole charcoal ash into cheese?
Ash does aid in the ripening, so
Okay.
there's that. Oh, look at this. It's got like a little tray that they sit in. Yeah, I don't know about as far as the crackers having the charcoal in them, but I'm thinking this would look very attractive on a charcuterie board.
Yes, it would.
Just that difference in color. And
Yeah, it does have a certain, almost has like a marble look to it, kind of. It's Soylent Grey.
okay.
Yeah. I don't think I've ever had a charcoal cracker before, have you?
No, I don't think so. It said a soft cheese.
Well,
Maybe one of those two. I think these are both goat cheeses.
okay. You want me to hand you this Murray's?
Or we can try this one. A lot of people asked about this unlabeled one, the Celle sur Cher. This is actually the unaged version. I do have the aged version right here. You can see that. Talk about that gray on there. After it's received by Murray's, they wash it in some kind of an ash wash. It has ash on it. They age it, and then it develops this rind that has that gray and gets all wrinkly.
It looks what I call ooey gooey.
Yeah. So here we have the unaged version of it. So now I don't know if I'll take a little edge of the cracker just so I can taste the cracker itself after I've already put cheese on it.
Okay, thank you.
Then taste it with some cheese.
Okay.
Very crunchy.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of, very light flavor.
Very neutral.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
A little saltiness to it.
Yeah, a little saltiness. I
Yeah.
think these would be good with anything both savory or sweet.
Mm-hmm.
Trying the cheese now?
Mm-hmm.
Pretty mild.
Yeah. So this one is a goat cheese. The Celle sur Cher. And that's the one that is from France. So from France they ship over the unaged and then they age it in Murray's caves. So yeah, that was a really fun one. I was a little bit perplexed. It's like, which one is this? By process of elimination. And then they told us in the class that was the unaged. And then we had a whole round of the aged version. So it was just fun to see the difference after it's aged, what it looks like.
Yeah, I just remember when you were doing the inventory and you were checking it out, I was wondering, did they accidentally send you a duplicate of something? Maybe just a label came off. We couldn't say label, an extra fallen off label on the box. So
Yeah.
a little mystery there.
And that happened for everybody because everybody was like, I have one that doesn't have a label on it. And so that's what it was. Because I don't know that they typically sell it like that. I think it's more typically after they age it. But that made a lot of fun just to try it unaged. All right, our next one is pink peppercorn sourdough.
That sounds good.
Yeah, and this one says, we roll the dough until it is delicate and thin, then dust with rye flour and gently bake for a dappled, crisp and slightly wobbly cracker. Savor the crunch with a soft fresh cheese.
Okay.
So that would be considered a fresh cheese right there. That one, or we have a this Capri Westfield Farm, another goat cheese. And there's one in here that, the next one is actually recommending a goat. They're both goat's cheese. So.
Well, it's supposed to be sourdough.
I think these are all sourdough, aren't they? Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I stand corrected.
Ooh, I definitely got the peppery smell as soon as I opened it.
That smells good. Yep, strong pepper scent. Thank you. Thank you very much. Yeah. So, do I understand? You want
Yeah, we could do this one. We could do either one, I think. They're both soft cheeses. Next one calls for goat cheese, so we could do either one of those. Or we could also do the aged salsa sugar.
Okay. Do you prefer the one that's already open?
Well, I kind of want to... I haven't had this one in a while. And this one they have wrapped in some plastic. There's one that mentioned like a mild crumbly, and this is the crumbliest I have right here. So I will try that. Because it seems like goat cheese often is crumbly, yeah.
Thank you.
Thanks. So it probably will taste kind of similar to the first one we tried.
Really?
Did you the same you left? Oh, you're doing...
Tough and half.
I can't get over how crunchy they are. Thin and crunchy. I'm kind of wondering if I'm going to like these more with our spread. I actually do have a lot of softer cheeses out here, but I'm wondering if I'm going to like more with the spreadable. Seems good for these kind of cheeses.
There's a strong pepper taste. Yeah. It is. Yeah. Like the strong pepper taste.
It does have the pepper taste to it, not overwhelmingly, not too peppery. Because sometimes pepper isn't black pepper isn't my favorite. This is pink peppercorn. That goes nicely.
Yeah, I would say these two pair nicely together.
Yeah. What do you think of the cheeses?
I think the one we just had was a slightly more taste than the first one.
That would make sense because it probably has been aged maybe a little bit. Can't remember specifically on that one. Still fairly fresh, but
yeah. I like them both, but again, I just think it has a stronger taste to it.
So this is a Rosemary and Sea Salt sourdough cracker. And this one recommends savor the crunch with a goat's cheese.
Okay.
So either those two, I was thinking since this one's also going to be goat, maybe I'll try it with that one. That's kind of the scary looking one.
It is a scary looking one. Yeah.
Oops. I spilled a little cheese on the table.
Every minute that passes, it looks more ooey and gooey.
I know, they sit out and they get really ooey and gooey. I think I ate up the ooey and gooeyest one, I think. That one's gone.
Thank you. Well, ladies first.
It's got a little crack in it.
Oh, yeah. You can really smell the rosemary.
Oh, yeah. So rosemary and sea salt.
Yeah, so far, I'm thinking this might be a fave. Okay.
I've got a little piece that's kind of broken, so I'll have that. And I will take this bigger piece of...
Ugh.
I'll do a nice close-up of that. So there you can see the unaged, and then after it's aged. I don't have my notes with me, but it wasn't aged all that long, like maybe 3 weeks or something. Granted, It's aged a little bit more in my fridge, but yeah. Are you brave enough to try it? I cut some smaller, slimmer pieces for you. If you just want one of the...
Are there anything smaller than that? How about if I use this here cracker to kind of... You're probably thinking, what are you doing?
You're mangling the cheese.
There.
Okay.
Lovely. I'm sure it tastes wonderful. It's just aesthetically, to me, it's not the prettiest looking cheese. How's that? Okay. Are you ready?
Yep. Let's add a little bit of the cracker.
Okay.
Light rosemary flavor.
I'm going in.
Oh, you're having it just with the cheese on, all right.
Trying it first. It tastes better than it looks.
Yeah. But it's a little bit more flavorful than the unaged version.
It is. Yeah, it has more flavor. So, yeah. I apologize now for mangling that piece. And these rosemary crackers are delicious.
They're good, huh?
Mm-hmm.
These all been nice. They have flavor, but it's not overly done.
Right. For each flavor, it's not like it that we tried so far. It's not like it's overpowering.
Mm-hmm. Because it happens to me. I really like Triscuits here.
Yes.
They're definitely little dry crackers, and a lot of times I just get the plain ones, especially if I'm having cheese, because I've tried some of the ones with flavorings on them. I'm trying to remember. They sound so good, and I can't think of them off the top of my head, but I know they have some kind of rosemary one, but sometimes they are just so overpowering with the herbs.
Yeah.
It just overpowers the cheese.
Yeah, I think I know which one you're talking. The rosemary with sun-dried tomatoes.
That might be it, yeah.
And the other thing is, so far the 3 of the 6 we tried, they're not overly salty. Aren't the Triscuits a little bit on the salty side?
A little bit. Not too bad, but yeah, I mean, one of this says it has sea salt with it, but yeah, it's not super salty. So next up we have poppy seed. And this says to savor the crunch with a mild crumbly cheese.
So
I was thinking of going back, that's our most crumbly one.
okay.
We have a lot here we haven't tried yet. I know one of these goes with the blue. And then the other ones I have, because I wasn't sure how much you would like these, I did get an Alpine cheese, a cheddar. This one's a little risky. This is a washed rind. If you feel brave.
Sure.
I think you've gotten a lot more brave with cheese.
I'm trying. And that one is...
This is the poppy seed.
Poppy seed, that's right. Thank you.
Yeah, not too much scent on these.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not really...
Kind of like the first one, the one with the Rye and Charcoal.
Mm-hmm.
Just very plain. All right, so I think I'm going to try some of that. Crumbly.
You said the C word and he comes watching.
There you go.
Thank you. You're not joking about the crumbly.
Yeah, sometimes the goat cheese is a little hard to manage.
Yeah.
And I should have looked around because I know one of the chutneys Richard sent us was recommended for goat cheese, but we'll try that in a future video.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember the exact one that is.
We have so many still to try, I can't remember, but I like how some of them actually recommended certain types of cheese with them.
Okay.
Another one's fairly mild.
It
And very flat too. I feel like compared to, I don't know, I thought this one had more like little wobbly. They even described it as wobbly, I think.
Like, was it like little air pockets?
Yeah, I'm not sure. It kind of seemed like that with some of them.
Yeah, very thin, very crisp.
Mm-hmm.
Mm. Yeah. That was nicely.
All good. They all really let the cheese shine through, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. Would you like to try
This is just the original ones. Yeah, I think this one, if you look on the side over here, it just says savor the crunch with your favorite cheese.
Okay.
So I figure maybe the last one I think is the blue cheese, so we'll save that one. But any of these I think might be good.
Okay, something different. These are round.
Oh,
The ones we had before.
you're right. They've all been little squares.
Yeah. And we're talking about wobbly. You can see that wobbly goodness. Yeah. There you go.
Thank you.
So these are original.
Original.
I'm not even really.
I don't smell much. We're so used to like sourdough bread having that nice sour smell to it. I don't notice it so much with these.
So which one are you gonna have?
I'm trying to decide what I want, whether I just want to do a cheddar or...
Go for the cheddar.
Hmm?
Go for the cheddar.
I do want to try some of the stinky one too.
Okay. I want to hold it
I
against.
figured you'd be safe with some cheddar. You love your cheddar.
Yeah. I think we both do. So you're trying it by itself?
Mm-hmm.
What do you think?
Nice. That's another very thin, crunchy one. Oops. That's good. It's very flavorful cheddar too.
It is. So far, of the ones we've tried, that's my favorite.
Mm-hmm.
But like with the other ones, yeah, very, very thin, very crunchy, not overpowering.
Yeah. Oh, nice.
Good. Nicely with a strong cheese.
I might have a second one because I really want to try the Taleggio. And that cheddar we tried, it's called High Plains cheddar. I believe that's a made in U.S. cheddar. Very nice flavor on it. And they had another one that it's also American made that is a cloth bound cheddar. And that was very good too, but that one's really crumbly. All right, I'm gonna be brave. I'm gonna take some of this Taleggio. I like Taleggio, but it is one of the washed rind stinky. Is Ross gonna be brave? You've had washed rind before.
I've had it before.
I don't know if you've had Taleggio before, but we've had ones like it, I think.
Yeah.
It's one of those, like, when you smell it, they don't smell good, but then the flavor's a lot milder than you would expect from smelling it.
So basically, looks are deceiving.
Yes.
Okay.
Smells are deceiving.
I'm gonna go for the smallest piece I can find. It happens to be the very bottom.
It's kind of sticky, too. That's probably the one you were smelling when the plate came down.
I said something smells. It's very deceptive. To me, for a stinky smelling cheese, it's pretty mild.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That was good. It's the original sourdough.
Can't get an aftertaste though.
Yeah, especially when you get the rind. Sometimes the rind has a bit more flavor to it.
I think that's what I got.
Yeah.
In the aftertaste, yeah. That's not bad.
Yeah. So last we have fig and spelt sourdough crackers, and these are the ones that says savor the crunch with a strong blue cheese.
That you happen to have right there.
I do have blue cheese. I don't know if this is one of the strongest. It's called Dansk Blue, and it's one that they've done in more of a Danish style, which I think is not quite as strong, they were saying.
Okay, speaking of strong blue cheese, do you remember what blue cheese it was when we went to Carmel in the cheese shop and we got a sample, and I remember trying to ooh.
Yeah, that one was really strong. I wish I could remember, and I can't. The other one we had that was pretty strong was from, I'm not going to remember, it's Rogue Creamery. Is it Rogue River Blue? It's the one that is wrapped in grape leaves, I think, and has brandy on it.
I'm not sure.
I can't remember, but that's the one that won the World Cheese. It was the first American cheese to actually win the World Cheese Championship.
See,
yeah.
America is not just hamburger cheese, mac and cheese.
It's a very, very strong
cheese. We're not just cheese out of a can, cheese out of a jar.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna do that?
Yeah, so we got a mix here of American-made cheeses and also ones like from Italy, France.
So I guess just the original is round.
Yeah, the rest of them have been these little squares. Fig and spelt. And the other thing that I have to try, one of my friends gave me this cheese pairing collection of maple syrups. So Vermont organic maple syrups. We have elderberry infused. We have smoked with pecan wood, hibiscus flower infused, and bourbon barrel aged. And one of the cheeses they were recommending this with is a blue cheese, and I'm just thinking back to when we tried the blue cheese with honey and how good that was.
Yeah.
So I don't know if you're up for giving that a try as a pairing with it too, or
Let me at it.
I was thinking of trying, what was that last one? The bourbon barrel aged.
Yeah, I want to try it. And that was very thoughtful of your friend to give you that.
Yeah. She knows I like cheese.
Let me do it.
It was probably going to get messy. All right. So let me first just take a little bite of. That's a little different. You can taste. I wouldn't know that I'd identify that as fig, but there's a little sweetness to that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'd say with all the flavors that we tried so far with these, have been pretty mild, but I think that rosemary maybe stood out the most.
I think you might be right. Yeah. The pink peppercorn had some flavor too. A little bit more. Yeah. But I think you're right. The rosemary and the pink peppercorn have been the most flavorful. This has a little bit of this is the only one I've noticed a little bit of sweet to it.
Right. Same here.
Yeah. Let's see if I can do this without making a huge mess. I'm assuming you can just pour a little right on.
I think we have an eyedropper.
Maybe I should do more, but I don't want it getting all over the place.
Yeah.
Boop. I might do a little bit more on mine.
I think I have exactly 2 drops.
You want more?
Of course, with the smaller bottles, I'm trying to be very conservative.
Oh, we have more. So, oops. Now see, mine's rolling off my cheese there.
So now let's beat the clock.
Mm-hmm. That's an interesting pairing with that maple syrup and blue cheese. There is something about like the honey I noticed had really kind of toned down the blue cheese.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, that contrast of flavors with the sweet and the savory. I love that blue cheese. That's good.
Mm-hmm. That's nice. Then you have a little sweetness of the cracker in there too.
Mm-hmm.
So that all goes nicely.
Yeah, that was a good recommendation.
Yes, this company is called Run 'em Up with the maple syrup. I'm sure you can use these on typical like pancakes or waffles or whatever too, but it's just interesting that they put together an actual cheese pairing collection. That was clever.
Mm-hmm. And it works.
I'll just do a close-up of that one there. And we actually have one last Peter's Yard. This is smoked chili sourdough flatbreads. So rather than the smaller crackers, these are flatbread. And these are recommended. Where did I see that? Savor the crunch with your favorite dips. So we don't really have any dips, but maybe I'll try one of the softer cheeses on here. And we still have one called Challerhocker. It's more like an Alpine style cheese we haven't tried yet. I just want to try that with anything. Please.
Finn is staring at us.
Finn got a little cheese sampling while I was preparing the cheese for him.
Yeah. Okay, young lady.
Part of one, I think.
You're gonna try it by itself.
Try a little by itself, and then maybe I'll try some of that on there. Just a hint of spiciness.
Mm-hmm.
It's still fairly neutral, I'd say.
Yeah, I would say that although these are crisp, crunchy, I think the crackers that we had before, the sourdough, have a little more crunch to them.
I think, yeah, I'd agree with that. Yeah, some of those were very crunchy.
It almost kind of reminds me of wheat thin texture.
It does a little bit, yeah. And wheat thins are kind of like those little kind of smaller squares. Mm-hmm. But wheat thins always tended to have a sweetness to them.
Yes.
For me.
Mm-hmm.
I really like wheat thins though with the cream cheese and the pepper jelly.
Yeah.
That's my preferred cracker for those. Actually, some of these might be good with that as well. Mm. No, I think back maybe these.
I like this.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if those will beat the Marmite flatbreads that we tried recently with the cheese on. Oh, those were so good.
Richard, thank you.
I love the flavor on those.
Love the flavors of those too. Those Marmite flatbreads.
Yeah, those are really good.
Yeah.
These are more neutral. Just a little bit of, just a hint of spice from that chili, but not much.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think it goes nicely with the cheese.
Mm-hmm.
I think with all these Peter's Yards that we tried, the flavors and the crackers, you can taste, but it's not overpowering.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Yeah, they're all mostly neutral. Just a few that have a little bit of flavor.
Do you have a favorite?
I was just going to ask you the same thing. Oh. This might be a toss-up for me. Actually, I do like the original. Just for something basic with any kind of cheese, that original one here is really great. But surprisingly, I actually kind of enjoyed the Rye and Charcoal. And I also did like the Rosemary Sea Salt as well.
Yeah.
I really like both of those. What about you?
Taste-wise, I love that rosemary.
This one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Visually, I like Soylent Grey.
Yeah, I was always just thinking, it's like, oh, if you had a cheese board out, you have these, you got the gray with that one cheese, and yeah.
Yeah, a little color. Nice.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, you haven't had any of that yet.
I haven't. Did you want to try that on one of the crackers?
Yes, please.
You have a preference?
You want to go with the charcoal?
Sure.
Yeah.
We can do the charcoal. See how it is. This last one is called Challerhocker, and it is kind of an Alpine style cheese.
Thank you.
There you go.
I have to add this to my journal tonight. I haven't had a charcoal cracker until now.
Yeah.
Now, this cheese is supposed to be mild, savory, sharp.
I'm trying to remember. It's not too. I mean, it'll have a little bit of flavor, but not like that cheddar.
Okay.
That cheddar was the most flavorful, I think. So it's kind of in between. Got a lot of saltiness to the cheese.
Yeah, I'd agree. It is salty, savory, but not as, I would say it has as much flavor as that cheddar. Like it.
Yeah, because like with this one, I don't know how long this one's been aged, but it's had some aging, but yeah.
No, that's good.
Yeah, I like that one too.
If you were going to try your syrup that you just opened with any other of these cheeses, what would it be?
I might try it on one of the stronger ones, like either the cheddar or maybe even the Alpine one. What do you think?
I'd try with the Alpine.
Yeah.
But, yeah. Really enjoyed all these.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I almost forgot about the fig and spelt over there. That one was interesting too.
A little touch of sweetness.
Yeah. So thanks again, Richard, for allowing us to try what looks like almost the entire line. Maybe they have even more from Peter's Yard. I don't know. And I love the box style. It looks very fancy. There's something about the packaging on them. It's very nice. Very fun to try all these different flavors, and you know we love cheese, so we'll be going through these.
Love cheese and sourdough. We picked up some sourdough, matter of fact, earlier today.
We sure did.
But thank you very much. And Richard, again, thank you very much for very generously providing this. Can you let us know what your favorite is? Yeah,
let us know. And any of our other viewers, if you have had Peter's Yard crackers, let us know in the comments what you think of them. So if you like food reactions and food tastings, be sure to give our video a thumbs up. Also, make sure you subscribe to our channel and hit that notification bell so you know when we publish a new video. And until next time, bye-bye.
Bye.